Hello everyone! In the sci-fi television series Babylon 5, there are multiple races ranging from younger to older, such as the Vorlons. Every one of these races are different and see the universe in a different light, and this is definitely true when it comes to the older ones. Based on a viewer request, we'll be reviewing the Triad. Instead of just reviewing their ships, which was done in one of my older videos, we'll be taking a deeper look into who they are as a species, and including how their technology has changed over time. Instead of slowly evolving over time on a planet, the Triad physiology is different from a majority of the other races. They were born in the vacuum of space, possessing a body of pure energy. They were considered to be one of the first ones when the universe was quite young. They had the ability to see through the barriers between dimensions and manipulate the matter and energy at the subatomic level, converting something into another with a single thought. Of course, there's limitations to this ability. The more complicated the thought, the more energy required from the Triad. Due to their age, they consider any other race besides them and Lorian's race to be younger. Originally, the Triad were actually born into three aspects, with a particular philosophy: order, chaos, and neutrality. Due to these differences, the Triads were actually at odds with each other, and it would take a long time before unity. In the meantime, they divided up to explore the galaxy. For centuries, they would travel throughout the different systems and assist with younger races as Lorian's race did before. To avoid direct contact with the natives and avoid intimidating them, the Triad would create physical avatars to represent their interest. If any of these personal interactions turned into war, the Triad would create larger avatars such as space vessels, which would give them the ability to fight against younger races. Unlike other ancients that had vessels that could be considered to be living, the Triad ships are less complicated and are best thought of to be extremely complicated toys. But without being maintained by their creators, these ships would eventually collapse back into their base matter in which they originated from. If you would go within a Triad vessel, you wouldn't find any hallways for a crew. The vessel was designed and built at the molecular level to perform a single action, which was to fight off their enemies. You would also assume that the ship was built to transport the Triad throughout the galaxy, but they possess the ability to travel throughout space and enter into hyperspace by themselves without technology. They only use the vessel to travel when they want to make their journey more comfortable. The way the vessel gains energy to travel and fight in space is by pulling the power from the essence that surrounds the vessel within hyperspace. This fuel of some sorts goes into a quantum singularity reactor, which is then used to power its hyperdrive and its three hyperplasma cutters for defense. For a long time, the Triad were heavily involved in the politics of the galaxy, but that soon changed after the Kirshuk War. This conflict started after the Kirshuk Lords started invading the Walkers' territory. Not willing to stay in the sidelines, the Triad joined in hopes to teach the Lords a lesson. Throughout the war, they took a lot of losses, and they were greatly weakened, which led to them taking more of a neutral stance in future wars. The only benefit from the Kirshuk War and the First Shadow War was the unification of the Triad. No longer were they separated into their three philosophies. During the last Shadow War, the Triad had been joined for millennia, and during that time they avoided direct combat with other ancients. Throughout those years, they served as moderators to prevent conflicts from arising, and during those years they found that they no longer had the energy to build additional vessels, which resulted in them fighting the Shadows with one ship. Once the last Shadow War was concluded, they left beyond the rim to join the rest of the ancients. Let me know in the comment section below on your thoughts on the Triad. If you like this video, then please like and subscribe, and please click on the notification button to keep yourself updated with my channel. For more sci-fi content, then please check out these other two videos and my socials. Thank you for watching Utopian Broadcast, and I will see you next time on my channel. Thank you.